This next practice is about giving ourselves a self-compassion break. Again, adopting a comfortable but alert posture. Taking in some deeper breaths for this moment. Recognizing that life is hard. And letting your breath return to its normal, or whatever normal is, natural rhythm. I'd like you to think of a situation in your life that's difficult, that's causing you stress. Call the situation to mind. See if you can actually feel the stress and the emotional discomfort in your body as you recall the situation. And now say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. This is a moment of suffering. And this is mindfulness. There are other words that you might choose to use. I'll offer you a few other ones. This hurts. This is really hard right now. Ouch. This is stressful. Here are some hard truths about life and living. Suffering is part of life. And that's common humanity. We all suffer in different ways. We all look at others and don't see their suffering. But in this moment of suffering, we can help ourselves by acknowledging that other people feel this way too. That I am not alone. I am not alone. Others feel this way. We all struggle in our lives, even if no one ever posts on Facebook that they're having a hard time. And now I'd like to invite you to make a gesture to yourself, whatever feels comfortable. Some people will place hands over their heart to feel the warmth of their hands and a gentle touch. And this can be on your chest, or some people will embrace themselves. Some people will lay a hand along their cheek. And some people don't do any of those things, but just sit with a kind feeling towards themselves. Whatever will work best for you. And there are many words and phrases that can come to mind when we think of compassion. And when we think of self-compassion, a phrase that is particular is this: may I be kind to myself. May I be kind to myself. Another helpful thing is to ask yourself, what do I need to hear right now to express kindness to myself? What do I need to hear? What do I need to see? What do I need to feel? Is there a particular phrase, or is there an action that you could offer to yourself in this moment of suffering? Such as, may I give myself the compassion that I need? May I accept myself as I am? May I learn to accept myself as I am? May I forgive myself? May I be strong? May I be patient? This practice can be used at any time of day or night and might help you remember to evoke these aspects of self-compassion when you need it most. To recognize that this is a moment of suffering, that suffering is part of life, and that we don't need to make it any worse by being harsh or judgmental to ourselves. The antidote is to be kind to ourselves. And some very powerful words about forgiveness that I'd like to offer you now are: forgiveness for the ways that I have hurt and harmed you, have betrayed or abandoned you, caused you suffering, knowingly or unknowingly, out of my pain, fear, anger, and confusion. I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for your forgiveness. For the many ways that I have hurt and harmed myself, that I have betrayed or abandoned myself out of fear, pain, and confusion, through action or inaction, in thought, word, or deed, knowingly or unknowingly, I extend a full and heartfelt forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. For the many ways that others have hurt, wounded, or harmed me, out of fear, pain, confusion, and anger, I have carried this pain in my heart long enough. To the extent that I am ready, I offer you forgiveness. To those who have caused me harm, I offer my forgiveness. I forgive you. I forgive you. Life is hard.